guys. $3 trillion may be injected into the US economy, which absolutely will trickle into Bitcoin. If you look at the current stock rises right now, it is a result of the inflation of the recent $7 trillion injection. Do I see a bear market coming out of this? I can't say I do. I really can't. The fact that the money printing is going crazy. As of right now, the idea of a bear market is just, I can't really fathom it. I can't see it. The money printing is just getting crazy. It is not just the US dollar that's getting printed. The correlation between Tether and the price of Bitcoin going up is too strongly tied together. Take the time and look at it for yourself. And its market cap in correlation with the price of Bitcoin. When it goes up, the Tether market cap goes up, so does the price of Bitcoin. So for me, all right, as I see what's happening right now, let me share something with you really quick. When we see this kind of debt happening with the US government and all governments around the world right now due to the COVID crisis, due to the fact that everyone is printing money right now to avert the crisis, I say when I see our own industry, meaning the cryptocurrency world, when we start printing money as well, I'm thinking it's good time to go ahead and get myself out of an asset that has so much exposure and risk right now. I converted all my USDT into USDC for now. If I see any trouble coming with USDC, I'm also going to bail from USDC into another stablecoin. For right now, though, I have finally today gotten rid of every bit of my USDT. I want to lead off with this just because I'm cautious about it. I'm not saying this is FUD, but it's never a bad idea to use some risk management when dealing with your crypto. Now, before I get too much farther into this, there is another crisis that we need to talk about. That crisis is freaking scammers. In the comments section, the only comments that are real for me are the ones that we see highlighted. My name, and they're highlighted. You can click on it and see it's my channel with my subs. These damn scammers are putting their phone numbers and all this WhatsApp bullshit in the comment section of the video. It's not me. I don't need your money. I will not ask you to send me anything. If you want to have some sort of interaction with me or contact me, down below in the description are all my sources of contact. You can contact me on Telegram, you can contact me on Snapchat, freaking Instagram. There are many options to contact me. I will never put my phone number or any kind of contact crap in the comment section. So when you see those commenters, those scammers, please give them all the hate that you want. Smack them in the head, stomp their teeth, and I don't care. But those scammers, I know you watch these videos, you guys need to rot in hell. So before we talk about the $3 trillion injection that the US economy is about to see this year, I got some other news I want to cover as well. I got a coin, right, that Binance Lab invested into the seed round pretty substantially, along with some other VCs. This bad boy right here is about to be available for you guys, and I suspect throughout the course of this year, based off of what it is, it's going to do very well for you guys as well. Want to give you guys an update on Parsec. Everyone's been asking me about Parsec. Do I still believe in it and hold it? Yes, I do. I'll give you an update on that as well. And yeah, we're going to talk about some U.S. inflation as well. Something that everyone needs to keep their eye on for 2021. U.S. inflation, the USD inflation. Shit's about to get really real with this. I really don't know what to expect as far as USD through the course of 2021. I know that we can print almost an infinite amount of money, right? We know that these banks, institutions, and the wealthy are very, very motivated to protect their wealth, protect their assets. I don't see a situation where things fall apart, but I'm seeing a situation to where we're really weakening a lot of things, all of which is good for Bitcoin. So make sure you smash that subscribe button. You know how YouTube is. They don't really like this kind of content. The algorithms sometimes just don't favor us. Hit the like button as well, and let's dive in. Get ready for the great U.S. inflation mirage of 2021. This is where it gets really interesting. U.S. economy has some, but not all, ingredients for higher prices. Slacking job market seen as key in holding down inflation. Yes, here in the U.S., by the way, just in case you don't keep up with the news, we already lost another 140,000 jobs. Okay, so this all plays into Bitcoin. I really want you to think about this. We lost another 140,000 jobs, and the year just started. In a lot of states, minimum wage was increased by the law. Okay, This minimum wage increase has created a situation to where companies are creating more automated jobs, such as when you go to a grocery store, you have automated tellers. They encourage people to do more online buying and come and pick it up from store. Less people interaction means less minimum wage. Companies are finding ways to cut back down on manpower because now is not a time to raise minimum wage. And it is sad that we're expecting more layoffs throughout the course of this year and more job automation. All of which will play in the favor of Bitcoin because this kind of impacts the bottom line of US dollar. And this kind of stuff right here is actually what is going to hold down inflation. Unfortunately, the demise of people is going to hold down this inflation, but it's still going to happen. May not happen as rapidly as it could with a healthier dynamic, but it's something everyone needs to keep their eye on. Now, what we also know is we're seeing a situation where traders in the institutional world are putting their money in Bitcoin, not gold, they're putting it in freaking Bitcoin. There's this level of animosity, it seems, towards gold by the fiat world, like the guys who love fiat and love the money printing aspect. Gold kind of hinders that. Yes, you have derivatives of gold, but the gold standard was something that traders in Wall Street did not like, and that's why we left the gold standard. Bitcoin offers them this option to get away from the thing that they despise. Even though a lot of these guys called it rat poison, they were against it, it is still a safe haven, a place for these guys to put their money to protect themselves from USD inflation. I mean, crazy times we're in, guys. Very crazy times. All this institutional pressure right now on Bitcoin and cryptocurrency, and seeing what is happening right now where economists are forecasting 2021 to be a potentially sluggish and could be catastrophic year for USD and the US economy and all other economies around the world. But wait, there's a solution. There is a savior to this, and that savior is Joe Biden, supposedly. I did not vote for him, I'll tell you that right now, but why Joe Biden's $3 trillion stimulus package could add fuel to the Bitcoin's rally, because it's actually going to happen. When this stimulus package comes out, when we print an additional $3 trillion, when that money gets introduced to the economy, it will roll into Bitcoin because of the very reasons I already stated before. Inflation. Bitcoin does protect these people from inflation. Therein, though, does lie another problem. These guys are buying up physical Bitcoin faster than any of the original OG crypto whales can. Most of you watching right now cannot afford to buy 10 Bitcoin at a time. Some of you maybe can. Some of you can probably afford a $40,000 Bitcoin and can spend 400 grand and go ahead and get 10 in your belt right now. Not many can. These institutions have the ability to do so. The price of Bitcoin being so high means retail buys a lot less of it, okay? I feel that the price of Bitcoin won't fall back down into a very low rate anymore. And the reason for that, again, is it keeps retail from buying larger portions of it. It makes sure that the institutions control it. So this being a good hedge for them also means your opportunities of achieving wealth and true success, like the guys have already done so from 2016, 2017, 18, and 19, I think those days are over when it comes to Bitcoin. But if you're looking for a hedge, a safe spot, that place that's going to protect you from inflation, well, Bitcoin will still be that haven for you. And again, this $3 trillion injection right here, inflation expected. The 10-year break-even rate, which represents right here how the bond market releases long-term inflation, rose from 2% on Thursday, the highest level in over 2 years, according to St. Louis Federal Reserve. This is a big deal, guys. This is a very, very big deal. Now, something else to think about when you print $3 trillion US dollars and we weaken that dollar and the price of Bitcoin is pegged to that dollar, what happens to the value of Bitcoin when the dollar, for some reason, let's just say, collapses, or the dollar loses a substantial amount of value? It will drag down other currencies around the world, right? So let's just say Bitcoin right now is worth $40,000. What will Bitcoin be worth US dollar value wise if for some reason the USD just decides to take a massive shit? That's a question I'd have for you guys. What happens when USD takes a shit and your $40,000 Bitcoin isn't a $40,000 Bitcoin anymore? You still have that Bitcoin. It's just not 40,000 US dollars anymore. What happens at that moment? I really feel we should start establishing some sort of a BTC value. We really do, outside of USD and euros and all other fiats that are not backed by anything, that are part of an old, corrupt, greedy system, okay? I feel like we need to establish BTC values, such as my freaking Oakleys right here. What are these Oakleys worth in BTC value? Not USD value, not any other value, our established BTC values for goods, services, commodities, so on and so forth. Of course, I know I'm asking for too much for something like that, so let's see how time plays out, but there is some good things out there. All this chaos, unfortunately, I hate to say this, the money printing, the chaos, the uncertainty, the volatility, the questionable behaviors and ethics right now behind Wall Street, seeing the price of the Dow Jones going through the roof as a result of the inflation from all of the $7 trillion that was already injected, knowing $3 trillion more is coming in. All of this is good for Bitcoin. It's all good for Bitcoin, but very scary times. It really is. But the best advice I can give to you is look for all the crypto opportunities you can find, okay? There's opportunities for you to get seed rounds, private rounds, get invested early, make some money in the crypto space. Do it. Don't sleep on it. This is not the market to do that. This kind of inflation, this kind of money getting injected is going to roll into us. It's going to help the market. It really freaking is. So don't sleep on opportunities. Now, jumping into the opportunity conversation, let's talk about Parsec. Parsec releases Encase, a wallet system integrated with a current monitoring solution. Parsec is constantly innovating, always growing. I mean, hell, look at this. Binance Labs partnered up with Parsec as well. It is going through the roof. Hell, let's look at the price of it. Sitting at 49 cents right now. And you have to remember, the very first time I mentioned Parsec was back in August. It was right around the 23rd, I believe. It was less than 10 cents the very first time I mentioned Parsec, and it is now 49 cents. It has had a hell of a rally. I don't think it's over yet. I think it's going to find a comfortable spot to trade in right now. Could go a little lower than where it's at now. But based off the level of innovation and the product that Parsec is, I mean, they're also generating money as well. If you go over here to their website and go under pricing, they're already charging for their Oracle services. These guys are at work. They're doing something. This is not your, hey, I'm going to promise to deliver something kind of project. You get what I'm saying? They actually have a product. They actually have a product they charge money for, and they're bringing in revenue. Freaking huge. That's freaking huge on the standards, especially in today's standards of crypto where everything's a promise to deliver. They have something to deliver. They're just expanding off of it and making it better. So I'm not sleeping on Parsec. I still have Parsec. I'm still a believer in Parsec. I for myself feel like I would be crazy for not holding on to some Parsec, okay? What you decide is completely up to you. But it's an opportunity from a project that is making money. It is not a promise to deliver. It has delivered something. So you guys decide what you guys want to do with that. And again, I want to remind you one more time before I back off with $100 million accelerator. Binance supports Parsec, a reverse Oracle blockchain platform. Again, guys, these guys are not just some sideshow freaking wannabes. They're actually delivering good stuff. Next thing I want to bring up to you guys is Hopper. Hopper is something that has been talked about for a while. I can't say that the average retail or average normie knows about Hopper, but I can tell you this right here. If you pay attention to what's going on, if you can see last summer, Binance Lab leads a $1 million seed round in crypto Tor alternative. It's a Tor alternative, by the way. And not only did they get in there, we got Spark Digital Capital. I'm a big fan of Spark. Whatever they put money into, I do my damn best. I'm not joking. If I find out Spark is investing in something, I want in. I do. I want in. Spark, there's certain ethics that they have when they invest that I really like in this space. So I do chase down their investments. That's a true story. A lot of the stuff I bring to you guys is because I found out Spark is putting their money in there and I want my money in there. I am going to do a portfolio reveal also based off of the trades or the investments I made following Spark and getting in there early. All of which I've shared these kind of things with you. I've shared these kind of things with you, and all of which, if you guys got in as well, you made money. But knowing that Spark did put their money into Hopper, that right there sold it for me. I really highly suggest you take the time to do your diligence on Hopper and take the time to figure out if you can get in on that sell as well. It is going to go public. I don't remember when. I do not remember when, but this is something for you to take the time to go ahead and go and look into. I was fortunate enough to get my money in there early. I also have to add, I will be buying some when it goes public. I will be buying some when it goes public. I really feel with certainty, based off of those who backed Hopper and the technology it is, that I can get in there early when it goes public and still come out ahead. So that's just some thoughts for you guys. Check out Hopper. If you haven't already checked out Parsec, you need to check out Parsec. I don't think the party's over for that bad boy. And with it growing its client list and actually having something that, you know, a product that they charge for and bringing in revenue, I mean, Parsec for me is just a no-brainer. But listen, guys, that's all I have for today. That's it for today. I could have expanded more on the whole U.S. inflation aspect and how high it is since 2018 and all the craziness and chaos of the dollar slumping. I could have expanded a little bit more on the fact that we're seeing a surge in the price of oil surging. And I'm going to tell you right now, gas prices are fixing to get freaking expensive. I promise, they're already rising. They are already rising. So remember when we had our last Democrat in office, gas prices were somewhere like the $3.50s to $4.50 per gallon range. Okay, so the $1.99s that we're paying right now, kiss that goodbye. Gas prices are fixing to go through the roof as the dollar slumps and inflation keeps going up. So guys, listen, I could keep going on about this whole inflation and dollar printing thing and how bad this is actually going to be. This is why it's important for you to take advantage of your crypto opportunities. All right, to put money in the freaking bank. There's money to be made. So please don't sleep on opportunities. All right, guys. So I hope you guys enjoy your weekend. If I don't see you guys tomorrow, and yeah, peace out.